Greetings and welcome to another edition of Science Sunday, joined by, of course, Aoife Ryle of the Connecticut Science Center.
Hi, Mark.
Good morning. So
Good
we're talking about free falling and gravity today.
Yeah.
All right.
So I thought that might be fun. First thing I want to show you, I have this tube here.
All right.
In the end of the tube, I have a coin and a feather.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to flip it up and we're going to see which one falls faster.
All right. So
you might have noticed.
The coin went first,
Yep.
and the feather just kind of like floated its way down.
Yeah, the feather floated down nice and slow. But here's the thing, gravity is not affecting these two objects any differently.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
explain.
so we have a way to prove that.
All right.
Because there are other forces involved, and one of them is the air.
All right.
Okay, so air is pushing back up, and it's holding the feather up a little bit more. So we're going to get rid of the air.
All right.
So this big contraption I have here is called a vacuum pump, and its job is to pull all the air out
Out of the tube.
of the tube.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to get this going here. It's going to be a little loud.
All right.
So right now, it's all the air is being taken out of this tube. And we're going to see what happens when I flip that tube back up again. So we're going to give it a little bit more.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
That should be good. Oh,
All right, so close the valve.
yep.
All right, so.
We're going to flip it up. So I don't know if you saw that, but the feather and the coin fell at the exact same rate. I can try it again. You ready?
Yep. To watch close, but yeah.
Yeah. So once we get rid of the air, we can see that gravity is affecting these two things the same. It's
All right,
pulling
so-
them down at the same rate.
Because people would think obviously a feather weighs less than a coin.
Right. And that might mean gravity is affecting it differently, but they'll move at the same rate.
Awesome. All right.
Another way we can see this that's a little bit fun
All right.
is with some colored water. You know how much I like food color?
Yes, I'm learning this. And this is going to be perhaps a little bit messy.
Yeah. So we have this big bucket under here. These bottles have a hole in them. So I'm going to have you plug that hole with your finger.
And these are just like little soda bottles.
Yep, little plastic soda bottles. And we're going to pour some green water into these bottles. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a way to stop the water from pouring out of that hole on the side.
All right.
Without covering it, without tipping it. And we're going to do that using gravity.
And just to prove right now that they do have holes, right?
Yep, they do.
And the color green is arbitrary.
Yes. That's just because I've been using blue a lot.
All right.
All right, so on the count of 3, you're going to move your finger and you're going to drop the bottle and we're going to see what happens. You
Okay,
ready?
3.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
So,
as soon as the bottle started dropping in free fall, the water stopped pouring out of the side because gravity is affecting the water and the bottle the same. So
All right.
they are both moving down to the earth as quickly as they can, and that's in free fall.
all right, so we'll get a little slow-mo of that actually to capture that going down, to show you that how the water stopped flowing out of the bottle as it was going down.
Right.
So some may argue that's spooky, some may not, but
Green.
speaking of spooky and spooktacular science, there's a big event coming up at the Science Center.
Yeah, we have Spooktacular Weekend. It's a whole weekend. We do trick-or-treating. There's a ton of live science. We're pretty excited this year. Nature Cat is coming to visit.
Awesome,
So
from
some people
PBS.
might know him. Yeah.
So this is the weekend of October 20th and 21st. The kids come in costumes. If
Yep.
adults are coming, you don't wear a mask.
Yeah, please don't wear a mask if you're an adult. But kids, please come in costume. Go trick-or-treating with our scientists.
How awesome is that? It's a nice climate-controlled environment. You can learn science, go hands-on, and go home with candy.
Yeah, not
Perfect.
bad.
Sounds like
It's
a wonderful
my
weekend.
3 favorite things.
Yes, indeed. All right, Aoife, thank you so much. And of course, we'll see you for another edition of Science Sunday next weekend.